This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20.
No. We need deep. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check four.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Lady!
Mike, 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
50. Undercut. 49. Check 49.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the run.
56.
Monday. Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
59. Monday. Big 20.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on third and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Check 25.
Hey, switch gears.
Kill. Big 20.
Hey, look.
You draw Corker.
We get.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Preston Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Protein spill. 52. Ready.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike. 319. Ricky. Check. Hey, take 26. Go. 319.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
58.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check nine, check nine. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they're just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
General West. Shoot.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Let's get off the field. Check.
From the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
Easy. Bravo. Watch the pass.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You can't stop me.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Shit.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Alert flare. Check, crunch.
53, ready.
They'll run. This is Kamara. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, give me radar. What happened?
Operating from the gun. Stafford is going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
59.
Check 13. Check
61. Matchbox right.
Check 99.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Zadarius Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Check 26.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Look at me. Door.
went backwards, back to the 33. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down. One switch, one switch, one switch.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throw me! With 18.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, flex.
Kill. Check. Go.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Read 18.
Check back 21. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Easy.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Complete to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Get 300.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead.
When this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, echo. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take Topper!
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Looking to throw on second down. Hill. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Tight left, tight left. Hey, over.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big hold of the 30, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Hey. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check out 32. Hey, Red.
Stafford on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing again at Stafford. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You draw portals. Safety screaming. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shoot.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Again, it's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw is Stafford. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
50.
On first down, Stafford here. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Switch.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 50. Over.
They'll run it with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch out.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Drill right, 22. Right, middle.
Rush in. Kill.
22 jet bomber.
From the gun, Stafford. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Stafford now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
58 to mine.
Stafford looks to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Like 7, 280. General West. Stay 50. Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
30. Back. Check 43. Right.
They'll go again to Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Watch the whip. Yeah.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. He's coming. You got nothing.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off.
Hey, watch it. Hard. No. Hey, Haywood. See, Griffin.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11. Hey, box truck. 21.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Five!
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
First down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.